Hey there everyone, Deem GTV Reactions right here. In today's video, we are going to discuss episode 4 of WandaVision. Yeah, wow. What an episode. Once again, it's continuing. It's, you know, cool, awesome television. It is raising the bar really high. I think episode 3 and episode 4 are thus far amazing episodes. I give it a 9 out of 10, and I think it's only going to get better. Um, yeah, where do we start? Of course, with the amazing opening. It's one of the best openings I've ever saw. We see the blip when Hulk snaps the gauntlet and brings everyone back. We see that in the hospital, and we see Monica Rambeau coming back. Um, so it shows that she was dusted away by Thanos, and she was trapped there for 5 years, and then she was back. So after the Hulk, his snap. We also learn in the same hospital, Monica is in the hospital for her mother. I What was her name again? I don't know anymore. Also Rambeau, but she was in Captain Marvel, of course, and we learned that she died of cancer during the events of Avengers Endgame, during the 5 years that everyone was dusted away. And yeah, it's actually a character that they kill off screen, and but I'm sure we will see her again somewhere in the future. She was apparently a founder of sorts. She was the director there, and yeah, Monica Rambeau is a captain there. Now we have another director. He's kind of arrogant. He's kind of a dick, but Captain Rambeau is back, and we see what is going on before we get to the Wanda's reality. We see, Captain Rambeau, her first assignment, where we meet Jimmy Woo, the agent from Ant-Man. That's just amazing to see that he is in this, his humor, and he did the card trick. So yeah, he's one of my favorite characters in the MCU because he's just so funny. His character, he's such a nice guy. He's so funny, and yeah, it's nice to see other MCU characters coming back in this show. Connecting with the other projects. So that's so cool to see. We are in New Jersey. The cops that are there, they say Westview, it doesn't exist, and we see Monica Rambeau getting sucked in this reality of Wanda by just doing her hands in the border, or what I don't know what it is, but she's sucked in this reality, and they begin to investigate. They hire so Sword hires some people, and there we meet Darcy Lewis from Thor and Thor 2. Yeah, it's cool to see her back after such a long time. I hope we get Selvig back too, but momentarily I'm really happy to have Darcy Lewis back. It's another connection that we have from another movie, from the MCU, from Phase One, and so that's really cool to see her again. And she's working hard. I think she's the closest to the truth. They are doing all these research, and we learn what the real names are of the citizens of Westview. They are all just missing people. So it's just, yeah, they're real people that are trapped, like we theorized in the previous episodes. There are real people trapped in this reality by Wanda. What we do know is that Agnes was on the board but didn't get identified, so they don't know what's her real name, so that is mysterious. Also, Dottie wasn't even on the board, so yeah, I have a list of potential persons that could be bad. So we have Agnes, Dottie, Although I don't think Dottie is bad, but she could be because we haven't got an ID for her. Ralph, the husband of Agnes, that keeps getting mentioned by Agnes, but we haven't seen him. So I still think he could be Mephisto, and yeah, also the I don't know. It's something about the postman that we've seen in episode one, I think, with Agnes. He didn't get identified in the boards, so maybe he could be mysterious. He could be knowing more, and he could be maybe it's Ralph. We never know. Yeah, what then? We see they try the radio thing. We now learn, like I suspected, that Jimmy Woo was talking through the radio to Wanda and Dottie. We see that happening in another perspective, so that's cool to see. But they give up. They say it doesn't work. We see how the man from Swords goes through the sewers to go to Westview, and he from the moment he crosses the border of Wanda's reality, he changes in a beekeeper, to I don't know, to adjust to the sitcom reality or so. I don't know. We see the scene from where Wanda goes back, changes everything again. So yeah, these are all things that we've already seen, of course, in this episode, but we see it from another perspective. So that was really cool, to see all these things, and I think after this episode, everyone will be a little confused. Then we're not as confused as we were in the last previous episodes. So this episode really helped. Then of course, yeah, we see the scene where Wanda uses her powers to push Monica Rambeau, because she discovers Monica Rambeau is from Sword and she's not from here, and she pushes Monica with her powers. Really, it's actually a scary scene. I said it in the previous episode too, in the previous review. But it's actually a really scary scene to see that Wanda could be really a bad person in the show or in the future of the MCU. So we see the scene that Monica gets thrown back to the real world, where she then tells that it's all Wanda. Wanda is all doing this. So I don't think it is. I think Wanda is doing this, but she is, being influenced by Mephisto. That's my theory. I don't think she's doing this alone. And then, of course, we see the scene from the last episode where Vision comes back in and asks, where is Monica, or where is Geraldine? And we see that Wanda turns around and sees the dead body of Vision talking to her. Yeah. What could that mean? In my opinion, I think the only thing that what the meaning of this is that Vision is really dead, and she is using Vision's dead body. It won't go rotting, because it's not a real body, it's not human flesh, and yeah, I think she is really using his dead body. So that's really crazy. I think this if this is true, this will be really dark for the MCU. Wanda is using a dead body of Vision, just walking around, and I really think that this is the case because Wanda wasn't paying any attention. So when she wasn't paying attention, Vision was like that. From the moment she was paying attention, Vision changed back to his original state. So yeah, I really think that Vision could be dead. It could be just his dead body walking around with Wanda's powers, doing that. So yeah. Also, I heard somewhere else. I don't know exactly where, but I kind of I saw it on Twitter, I guess. But I kind of want to believe it. So also, like I just said, Wanda, if Wanda isn't paying any attention, Vision is like that. But also, if Wanda isn't paying any attention, you don't hear the babies. From the moment she goes to the babies, they start crying. So this could also mean that the babies are not real. But the thing is, I actually think they are real, or they could become real. So yeah, this is all I have for this episode. But this was just an outstanding episode. We don't see a lot of Wanda and Vision. We see actually already what we saw from them. We already saw, but I think Wanda's acting, Elizabeth Olsen, is extraordinary. Her being evil is actually really scary, and I think the last time I really had that feeling of someone really scary is from Tom Cavanaugh in the Flash series, playing Reverse Flash. That's also something that really scare. His acting made the character of Reverse Flash really scary, and I think Elizabeth Olsen is doing this as well. She's really nailing this role as a kind of evil Scarlet Witch. So yeah, I'm really curious what will happen next week. These episodes are too short because they're too good and too short. But it keeps the tension high, the excitement high, and I really can't wait to watch the episode next week with you guys. And, keep theorizing, of course. So yeah, that was it for today. If you like this video, like and subscribe to my channel. Turn on the post notifications for more content like this. And of course, once again, thank you for watching. See you in the next video, guys.